Hi, Vanessa. This is Mary Zimmerer. I just want to go over a couple of things on your rough draft with you to help you out. So as you're moving forward, overall, you're getting it. You're getting it. So don't get frustrated. Tell yourself you can get through it. Those deep breaths, right? Deep breaths as we get through. You've got Times New Roman. Thank you. Make sure that you have here both of our names. So this part right here should say English 091 slash reading 091, and then make sure that underneath your name you have both of our names. So Dr. Horn, Mary Zimmerer. Okay, and then you also need to have a page number with your last name on it, and that is the page number header. So make sure that you get that done as well. And then you need a title of some sort right here and centered on the page. So loved your grabber. Well done. So the thing that we want to think about here down at the bottom is you want to make a point. We need your thesis. You have part of it right here. And that part that you've kind of given is that teenagers should be treated differently in the legal system. Okay, that is part of your thesis. But another thesis that, or another part to your thesis that needs to go here is the point that you're making about your research and how it connects to Jack Gantos. So you want a sentence in there that talks about the research and how it connects to Jack Gantos. Jack Gantos. And I know that you were talking about how you maybe were not sure if that a research article that you found was good. I would suggest again to look at those articles that are on our homepage because that could really help you kind of flesh out what you need to say here and then what you need to say with the other with the rest of your paper. So something to think about, okay? Really nice summary. The one thing that I would like you to do is to maybe pare down all of these little details, like he's taking many subways, hopping on the first train out. Maybe we don't need all that information about what happened when he decided to take the job smuggling. Maybe just about 3 or 4 of the main points or 5 of the main points that happened when he started to smuggle hashish. And then that way you can add some more details about his life before he made that decision. I think it's important for us to know that his parents were living in Puerto Rico, that he wasn't going to school, that he decided that he wanted to go back to school and finish high school, so he moved to Florida, lived on his own, some of the things that happened when he was living on his own, both good and bad. I think that's important to set up the context of Jack Gantos's life, not just what happened from before. So, I love this quote. I wasn't weighing the danger. I was ecstatic. I felt invulnerable. I think that we need a point that we're making here. And again, that point needs to come from the research. So if you look at, if you are looking at an article that maybe talks about the fact that kids feel invulnerable, then that would be a quote that you put here. And so the point that you're making is the adolescent teen brain is such that kids often feel invulnerable and therefore take risks. And then you can use this quote to back up as an example of that research. Okay? So that's something that you need to kind of put in there. And again, we want that point. So the point you're making with the research, the illustration is the example that you're giving out of Jack Gantos's book, and then the explanation is how you tie the two together. How does that example that you give, how does that explain the research that you found? Okay? And again, same thing here. We want to try to find a quote, like, okay, right here, this quote, to the limit, and again, this doesn't make sense, this sentence, to the limit extent that such features exist are the result of social influences. Are you trying to tell us that social influences influence teen behavior? And if that's the case, then think about some of the social influences that Jack had. His friend in Florida was not a good influence on him. That was a social influence. Um, the guys that he met in St. Croix, those are social influences. How did they influence his behavior? So I think we need a reworking of this paragraph here. I hope that helps you a little bit. Okay? And then you have here teens about the capability of knowing wrong. I like what you have to say here. And again, some sort of a conclusion that kind of wraps it up more, as you kind of said, to elaborate more. We do need a works cited page. I really strongly recommend you finding a different article because I know that one maybe wasn't the best one for you. And then that'll help to kind of flesh out. I would even suggest before here one more paragraph that will cite the research and then examples from Jack's life. So uh, just to work on that length a little bit more as well. So I hope this helps you, Vanessa. You've got a great start. Stick to it. I know that you can come up with something really good by Wednesday. And I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.